Oh, I love this song.
None of this is real to me. This is just a hologram.
Hologram might be my favorite song on the album, just because I've never made anything like that before, and I don't think I've really made something like that since. Not quite. Wrote it with Chris Hartz. It was a combination of a few different ideas, but I really just it was my first trip to LA, and it sucked. Oh, it was so bad. I was so sad, and I felt isolated and alone. I didn't really know anyone there, and I couldn't go out. I was only 20, and yeah, heaps of sessions fell through. I was only there for 3 weeks. I just felt like I was stuck again. It felt like the big brother to Creaming Soda. It was or maybe just all the fear and doubts of that side, and just feeling what the fuck am I doing here? And also just LA is a weird place to go to unless you maybe find a community there, which I have now, and I'm super grateful for that. But yeah, it was my first time there, and I just felt really weird and unsure of how much of what was going around me was real and had validity or meaning. I was just lost. And I'd written part of that rap before, and it felt cool to be able to puzzle that into that song. It made perfect sense, and I love that rap. It's dope. The soundscape for Hologram, I think I have to give a very large chunk of the credit to Chris, because the start of that session was hard. We were really playing with lots of different sounds and ran into a few walls before we hit something oh shit, that makes sense. Coming out of that session, we really built something and we felt good about it. And I think especially hitting the chorus, that hook, that extra one was even now I'm damn, that's high. That's a note, But the effects on it, I love the soundscape. But I left the session. Next day, Chris came at me. He's hey, I've just I've just done a little bit more on the track. I hope you dig it. And the day after that, Chris came back again. He's hey, I just tinkered around a bit more and made a couple edits. And then that was when he built up that second, the kind of end trail of it, where it's just doing all kinds of fucking weird, woo woo woo. I stand by that, woo woo woo. And yeah, that enveloping sound where it just feels it's folding in on itself. I thought he captured that so well. So props to Chris. And I just felt so special. That was a really the fact that he'd put extra time into it, that meant a lot to me. Since I've started, I wanted to be able to occupy a few different spaces. So it was important to me that this EP had really different flavors on it, just to make sure that people knew, if they still listen to whole pieces of work, that you won't get just one thing from me, because I feel I'm constantly learning things about music, and I think my sound will change and grow as I do. But Hologram is a part of that spectrum.
I can't really feel it.